Hey there. Get ready for a one-of-a-kind journey with Ladies First, a podcast that's not just a show, but a heart-to-heart conversation, brought to you by the incredible Majority Leader, Leah Pope, and me, the inspiring Councilwoman, Zeneta Everhart.
In a sea of podcasts, Ladies First stands out with its personal touch, providing a front row seat to authentic discussions and a celebration of remarkable women. It's not just about empowerment, it's about building a community where everybody has a seat at the table.
Thank you for being here with us today. And so we always start the show out and we ask a simple question. Who are you? Who's Tasha?
Well, that's me. I'm Tasha. I am a mother of 4. I am an entrepreneur. I have my own wash and fold laundry business. It's called Last Call Laundry Services, and I am the founder of Black Girls Hype Buffalo.
Love, 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 love.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anything else? Anything else you want to share about who Tasha is?
No.
Listen,
yeah, you gotta give me
So Lala, who is Lala? Tell us.
That's a layered question. I'm a multifaceted person and being. But in general, I am the owner of La Movement Fitness. I am the influencer of health and wellness here in Buffalo. I am not a mom, and I'm grateful to be just a part of the village. And not in that I am a dog mom. A dog mom of 2.
I love that.
Yeah, so I've just, made it my life's mission to serve the community and helping push the importance of health and wellness here in Western New York.
And you definitely do that. And so Tasha, quickly we're going to start just talking about your business first, right? We want to always give a shout out to our small businesses. And, I've known you for a few years and, going to your hikes and stuff like that, but you just started a business. Like you just up and was like, you know what, this is what I'm about to do. Tell us how you got to that journey of like, I'm just going to start this business.
Well, I was working at, I'm not going to say the name, but I was working at a bank. I was in the banking industry for like maybe almost 10 years. And I was I got laid off a couple times. And I was laid off in December of 2019. And I was just sick of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to let anybody else be in charge of me, my money, Like I'm just going to do things on my own. Right. So I was washing my friend's laundry for her spa, Sally Cruz.
Shout out to Sally.
Yes, and I was washing it for about like 6-7 months before, and so when I got laid off, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Because I don't want to go back to corporate America. Right. So her and her husband, Jamil Cruz, we was all sitting down. He was like, well, you're already doing the laundry for Sally's spa. Why won't you open it up for everybody else? And so
organic.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. We went downtown. I got a DBA, and just like that, I had my logo made, and I started the week after, and then it just kind of blew, it was just blowing up, and so I went and got my LLC, and here I am almost 5 years later.
That is amazing. Come on, 5 years in being an entrepreneur. They say that it takes, right, at least 5 years to see if you're going to be successful. Yes. And of course, I watched the both of y'all on social media, so you just bought you a van for your business.
Yes.
I love it. Yes. And so now you're about to be out here doing more laundry for more organizations, and you do businesses too.
Oh yes, I have 8 daycares. I have Buffalo State University. I have a business that has over 15 Airbnbs.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
And it's a family business too.
It's a family business, yes. Myself and my 4 kids.
I love that.
Actually, the name Last and Last Call Laundry is named after myself and my children.
Oh, I love that.
That's so dope. I love it. Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Continued
Absolutely.
Success. And I know it's going to be successful because I hate doing that.
I was just about to say,
I'm about to say,
that's the one.
I will clean my whole house, but don't ask me to wash no clothes.
Listen, I know.
So Lala, you are also an entrepreneur, right?
I am.
And it's all about fitness, right? I've met you years and years ago, and I remember when I was working for then Senator Kennedy, now Congressman. We brought you in for one of our Single Moms Club events. And so tell us how that journey happened. How did you get into saying, you know what, fitness is going to be my job?
You know what? I think for most entrepreneurs, it's an accident. People like these, like, I grew up and I wanted to be a fireman, but I don't think it is that. You know, for most people, I think it kind of finds you.
Right.
And so Western New York really was the inspiration for me getting into fitness. As most people can or have experienced, this is a city full of amazing food and amazing activities, which the storm of it all doesn't always equal a healthy lifestyle, because you're out late enjoying the festivities and eating all the food. And so living and growing up in an underserved community, I didn't have access to or the information that these things need to be in a balance or so on and so forth. And so I dealt with the consequences of all the fun that I was having. And I've always been involved in sports and really active. And, you know, as you become an adult, that becomes less.
Yeah.
As you become more responsible for other things. And so just life kind of shifted and put me into that space. And I wanted to, after realizing what I needed for myself and starting to get into my own personal fitness journey, always being a dancer or involved in things, I wanted to help people who look like me do that same thing, help the next generation not have to go through what we all have gone through. Everybody has a mom or an aunt or someone in their family who is like, oh, I'm on a diet, or oh, I have to lose weight. Kids see that. That's what they know. They don't see the proactive piece of it because we don't have enough of that in our community. I mean, it's like a generational thing, like the barbecue, the lifestyle that we live is also a generation. I don't want to say it's a curse, but it is something that needs to be kind of shifted. It's not that it's not okay to have, but we need to have more of a balance. And so that's really where it started. So I started 11 years ago. Zumba was the craze at the time. And so as a dancer, naturally, that's what I gravitated towards. And as I started working with my community, I seen more of what the need was. In a Latin-based dance fitness wasn't necessarily the exact pocket. And so I started to create programming and classes and events that spoke more to my community and finding ways to trick them into being active, like doing a fun heels class or doing a fun twerk class.
I'm one of those people.
And you know, we do roller skating with the kids and things of that nature. So people come to have fun with us. They don't necessarily know that they're always coming to work out, and that I don't mind.
Before we move on to Tasha, we are now joined by my co-host, Leah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home. And so, Tasha, we were just about to get started talking about Black Girls Hike Buffalo. So let's start at the beginning. How did that, where did you even come up with that?
Well, so before I started Black Girls Hike Buffalo, I used to hike with my cousin, and it would just be my cousin and I. And so people, when I post on Facebook and stuff, people would, inbox me and ask if they could come hike with me and stuff. And so Chantel Thompson, she had wanted to hike with me, and so we were hiking together. And so she actually came up with the idea and said, so many people want to hike, or so many people that look like us, they want to hike, but they don't do it because they don't see enough of us, doing it. So she was like, well, why won't you just start a hiking group? And and put it out to everybody so that they, we can all hike together. And she was like, well, I can't do it because I have too much on my plate, but you can do it. So I was like, okay, that's a good idea. And so I'm just saying, like, okay, that's a good idea. I'll start the hiking group, but in my back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll do it some other time. But then, like, the next day, she like, okay, you can make the group and everything.
Do this now.
Right. Yeah, and I'll do this and that. And I'm like, oh, so you want me to start now? Yeah. And so we made the group, and we call it Black Girls Hike Buffalo because we want to encourage more African Americans to come out to, to hike.
Yes.
We want them to know that, this is a safe space, and just to encourage, more African Americans to come out. But
absolutely,
we also open it up to other races and nationalities also.
Because shout out to Jill.
Yes. Shout out to Jill, my assistant, who does all of the hikes.
Jill is amazing. Yes. And she always comes up with really cool hikes to go on and things like that. So I joined your group a few years ago, and we've gone on some amazing hikes. And so how do you do that? How do you come up with where to go?
All trails. Yes, I have all trails on my phone, and I just usually look up. I love to look up trails with waterfalls. I love waterfalls. So
I can do that. I can do a waterfall.
They're very pretty, yes, and you could do Devil's Hole.
No, it's called Devil's Hole. The red blood of Jesus.
Oh my God!
Listen, them 300 stairs will take somebody out.
Yes.
I was looking for Mercy Flight on my way back up them stairs.
Listen, it takes us out all the time, but I mean, that's a really good exercise.
It is exercise.
I'm sure, but then I still got to get back to my car when I'm done.
Yeah.
And how far is the car from the top of Devil's Hole?
See, maybe like
ladies, don't say it out loud. Right now, what I
just come and see. Just come and see.
I'll watch. You recorded, right?
That is hilarious.
Lala, you not gonna go? You would do it.
Yeah.
You would totally.
Lala would do
for
it.
a hike.
Oh my God.
She would do it.
Oh my goodness. So how do you encourage more people to get involved? Because that group has grown. Every time I go back, there is more and more and more women and men participating in the hikes.
So honestly, I don't really do a lot of encouraging. We post, and people see us out hiking, and they be like, oh, this is beautiful, and I want to join you. And then it's like when people see that what other people are doing and stuff like that, they kind of gravitate and they want to be a part of it. And then like we don't just hike. We travel every single year. We go to a different state and we hike. We hiked in Atlanta and Stone Mountain. We went to Vegas and Utah.
Stone Mountain.
Yes, we went to Vegas and Utah, and then for our 5-year anniversary, we hiked in Punta Cana. So
see, I could do that.
Yes.
Wait,
that one
in
was.
Punta Cana, let me just be clear about this. Is this like we walking on a beach?
No. This was a real. Listen, we were about to die.
We was
about to that heat. Oh yeah. That heat got us. It got us good.
Got it.
A lot of prayer. Bring the prayer beats.
Yes.
Yes.
But and y'all have a trip coming up.
Yes, we
and
have
I
a
can't
trip.
wait. I'm excited
Yes,
for the
you're
trip coming
going.
up.
We have a trip coming up to Iowa. Yes, it's actually about 50 of us going.
Where are you gonna hike in Iowa?
There's two I can't remember.
Is it flat country though? Like there's some waterfall. Obviously there's rapids and things there, but is it like mostly flat land? Because
one of them is a little flat, but the
I was about
other
to say,
one,
not the pictures I Googled.
no.
It looked that flat.
No.
Well,
it's a hike.
When you going, so I know when to start praying.
Yeah, we're not going to Iowa just to take a walk now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We gonna get a
These are
hike
things I have
in.
to ask about. Well, here's the thing. So you're talking to somebody who would probably see it. These are the questions that I have. So what else are we doing? What's in it for me? Like after I kill myself, how do I feel better?
I mean, we have a winery.
Okay.
And we're actually there's a private like not a ceremony, but like a private happy hour for us. That's what you call it?
So you reward yourself for working out.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I like it.
But the
I think you're
mayor
supposed to do it
is
anyway.
hosting it for us.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, the mayor of Iowa is hosting it for us.
The mayor of the city that you're not. That's
Yeah,
so awesome.
it's really cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But
Very
she does do stuff, because I remember the one hike we went on at a winery around here. That one was really cool, and they had the band out there. That was really
at
cute.
Spring Lake Winery.
Yes, that was super cute.
Oh, nice.
And that was an easy hike.
have
That wasn't
that-
really a hike.
Do you have like mini hikes to get people to warm up?
See,
to
that's
it? And I
one
guess that's
of
the
them.
question for both of you. Like in your businesses, do you find a way to get people to get more active into
Yeah, we
it?
don't just throw you out there unless you
Oh, no.
want to get thrown out there. And then I would say just come to Whirlpool
find
or
out?
Devil's Hole. Yes.
Don't worry.
Come and find out.
But
You see, I cleaned it up real good.
Yeah.
That would be me.
So, Lala, so how important is it, though, right, that we do fitness? I know you talked a little bit about it, but as people of color, as Black people, how important is it for us to work out our bodies daily?
Especially for Black and brown people, it's life or death. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
It's literally that simple. It's not light at all. It's literally life or death for us, which we seen a lot of during COVID. I don't think people who are not in health don't think about the statistics or look at the statistics. They may see it on a small scale, like at home they know what's going on, or maybe in their families what the health history is. But during COVID, it was broadcasted for all of us to see the health disparity between Black and brown people and everyone else, and the rates in which we were catching COVID or dying from COVID. And it's really because we are the lack of access that we have, our current health state, our ability to fight off diseases, what we're eating, things of that nature. So our overall health is not where it needs to be, and in relation to our counterparts, and we really need to take it more serious.
Yeah.
So encouraging people to make themselves a priority and understanding that self-care is critical. That's not selfish. Like self-care is important to your total health well-being, right? And so whether it's a hike,
Not the face.
right.
I'm gonna try. I commit. I will. Or if it's like just moving,
Just
any
try
way of
it out.
moving, it's really important.
Yeah, and that's what Get Up and Get Active, where that kind of stemmed from, becoming the trickery of fitness, and the way that we have done it. That's where our foundation comes from, because we've been giving back to the community kind of in that way, and that's why we decided to, make it official. But you do have to ease people into it. I think that is the most important thing. A lot of times when it comes to fitness, people initially want to do the thing. Like, oh, I need to lose weight, I'm going to join a gym. That's going to do nothing for you.
Right.
Because the gym is an activity and it's a hobby just like anything else. So if I want to lose weight, I'm not going to go start playing football, because what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to be doing? Yeah. And that's what happens when you join a gym. You don't know what to do in there. It's not something you like to do. You're not going to be motivated in there, and you're just going to give those people your money.
Right.
And so you have to ease yourself into it. You can learn to love the gym later in life, but you first have to get to a certain point of seriousness about your health, that you can be disciplined over how you feel about it, being because most people are looking for motivation, and that's not the name of the game when it comes to your wellness. I don't eat every day because I'm motivated to eat. I want to do it. I eat because I gotta live. My stomach is growling, so I eat. And it's
Like right now.
And so it has to be that type of relationship. You have to build that relationship up. You have to create those healthy habits, and it's there's that misconception. Oh, I got to join the gym. You do not need to join the gym. Just go walk. If you've been sitting on the couch, just walking would make such a difference in your physical life.
So it's not just go to the gym. No. It's go to the gym, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Figure out where you are.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Take care of yourself.
Eat right.
Meet
Look
yourself.
at your diet.
Meet yourself where you are. Be realistic about your goals. Most people want to go 0 to 100, and you really have to start crawling,
So
because
don't
that's
start
what builds
at Devil's Hall.
Look, she
She
said that already.
That's
So
correct. She said I'm going to circle
I
back.
just want to be clear about this.
Don't
So start off by just walking down the street.
Go to Stiglmeyer.
Go to
Meyer or the Eternal Flame. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Or you can go to MLK, walk around a splash pad.
With the kids.
Something so simple. Yes, playing with your kids. Yeah, playing with your kids, your dog, your children. Like, that's like when you think of seniors, we think of that. Like, oh, they get dogs because they have to take them on the walk and it helps them stay active. Yeah. That can help you in your 30s and 40s too, especially if you're inactive. If you work a job where you're sitting all day, if you don't do a lot of movement, something that simple could really make a big difference in your overall wellness.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So Tasha, so obviously hiking is fitness, right? And so tell us about that. Tell us about the different levels. The double pole versus the Eternal Flame.
There have to be levels. There's a level 1 hike versus like a level 10.
Level 1 hikes are like Stiglmeyer and Rhinestone Woods.
Okay.
Like those are flat. Yeah, see, that's like a flat trail. And then you could go to like the next level, which would be kind of like Eternal Flame, because Eternal Flame still has some stairs, they have some terrain.
I can get with that.
And it's not bad. It's just when you get to the bottom, if it's been raining, it's a little slippery and stuff. It's a little challenging, depending on what season you're hiking the Eternal Flame.
Wait, what seasons?
So I was just about to say, so tell the people, because there's not just hiking in summer. We've had fall and winter hiking.
Yes,
I'm not sure as a black and
hikes,
brown person that fall and winter.
Fall, maybe. I could get with fall.
I'm a summer baby. I don't want to be outside in the fall.
I could do fall. I really can. I could feel you on fall. I could feel you on summer.
The winter.
We live in Buffalo.
And this is my point.
And so we hiked the Eternal Flame during the winter. We actually had a news interview at the Eternal Flame.
I'm sure they did to make sure you came back.
It took us about 2 hours. It was so challenging. People was going through the ice and. Yeah. Oh my God! It was hard. It was hard. That's why I'm saying, depending on the seasons with the Eternal Flame, it could be easy or it could be hard.
Absolutely. That is so funny.
Y'all call me the mean.
But we will hike through all seasons. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're about to get ready to wrap up, but I really want to go back to something that Tasha mentioned, just about like the hikes that you do. And the partnerships that come with that, right? You're like planning this trip to Iowa, you're partnering with the mayor's office in Iowa, right? So how important is it for partnerships to keep things like this going?
I actually think that's like the main reason how we keep it going. Yeah, the partnerships, the networking, sisterhood, fellowship, without that, we really would be nothing.
Absolutely. And you too, Lala, you partner with everybody, right? Like I said, we've been knowing each other for years.
So amazing.
And you've done so many different partnerships. So tell us a little bit about the importance of that.
Yeah, as she said, without partnerships, especially when you're talking about underserved communities, I think when you think about the Black and brown community, one of the things that we miss as a collective is how important it is to pull resources. And sometimes we may feel like we don't have the resources, and that's okay too, but that's why it is so important to partner, pull what we do have, work together, the sisterhood, the brotherhood of the community of, well, what do you have and what do I have and what can we do to keep the overarching mission moving forward. And there are so many organizations in the community who have the resources or have the mission and don't know where the people are or so on and so forth. And so it's important to stay visible and make those connections so that they can come to where we are because we need it.
Yeah.
Right.
Word of advice from both of you. Give a word of advice to our listeners and our viewers.
About what?
Honestly, I think you want to encourage somebody, right? Like you got a novice hiker. But I do care about my health and my fitness. And so, like I've worked really hard to get down, but like I think you want to encourage people, one as business owners, but also what can you share with the community, especially women as a whole about our health, our fitness, self-care.
Well, I would say with I know a lot of people like you are intimidated by hiking, but hiking is a stress reliever, and it reduces anxiety, and it reduces it helps reduce your blood pressure, your blood sugar, and it's very relieving and refreshing. So I just tell people, try it out.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, you'll love it.
We're gonna see about that, but I'm gonna try it.
But it has a lot of. She blinked at me. She's not gonna try it.
I am. I don't lie. So
She will.
Lying is not my thing. I will definitely try it. Now I won't. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't see Devil's Hole anytime soon.
Okay.
But I will commit to trying it when I get there.
Okay.
Yes.
Eternal
She'll
flame.
try it. She'll try it. What about you, Lala? Quick word of advice.
My word of advice, kind of to piggyback off of what she said in my theme for 2014, and I've mentioned a little bit about, which is a lot of people, when it comes to fitness or wellness, they get discouraged. And that's where the cycle comes from, and people get frustrated. And so my word of advice would be to not worry about your end goal and to do the little things every day. So fail, that's fine.
Yeah,
Eat whatever you ate and enjoy it.
Yep.
And the very next meal is day one.
Right.
Again, not Monday, not in 2 days, not this happened and now the rest of the day.
Right.
That's where your results are. That's where your lifestyle is. A lot of people get discouraged because they feel like, oh, see, I'm not doing it. You're doing it whether you did it right, wrong, or indifferent. And so you have to keep failing forward in every small thing.
I like that.
Every small thing that you do works towards the overall thing, and that's in your wellness journey, your health and wellness journey, and your entrepreneurial journey. That's in life in general. So
well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Lala.
Thank you for
Don't be
having
surprised
us.
you see me show up at a small.
Listen, I'm gonna be surprised. Okay?
All right, thank you, ladies, for coming
you
and
for
hanging
having
out.
us.
And you've been listening and watching Ladies First.
Ladies first. Thank you.